Shalom. First of all, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakah Madash. All right, double honors to the other apostles, a great millstone who rule well. As a salutation to you fellow laborers out there doing the work with sincerity. Shalom to you. Shalom to the few out that believe as well. I was watching the news, you know. I was, taking a shower, getting ready to come to camp, watching the news, and I was watching I like, We Young can be all right, World is One News, but it's biased, very biased. It's kind of like watching Western, narrative type of media, it's very biased. But they had a segment on there. They was going in about the Ukrainian and Russia war, and they basically did a display of all the weaponry, of the state-of-the-art weaponry from the U.S. And its allies, Russia, and they just had Russia, and it was just. I was laughing because they had said, I said at one time at camp that Russia was using old military equipment, to combat, U.S. NATO forces. All right, which show you that they're using the old shit on the U.S. and NATO. I mean, that kind of a war you in, They haven't brought the best shit, That says a lot, And I was thinking about when they was displaying it, right? Because I had been to the weapon. I had been to the weapon because I look for it and I look it up, And they had brought out when they brought the U.S. military equipment. They had the shitty ass Patriot missile defense system. They had the shitty ass THAAD. I was like, it's not good. And then Russia, the Mossad really, he really is controlling people, man. So I'm telling you, man, it was laughable. I was like, yo, they can really annihilate some shit like easily. And it makes sense because, again, if you don't know, Russia represents Gog in the scriptures. When you go in the scriptures, you look up Gog, you'll see it go back to Japhet, but the Japhetic people were pushed out. The Etruscans, the Minoans, they were all pushed out of Europe, all right, by Esau, all right. So who dwell in those lands, all right? Who run those lands? I mean, you had at one time where Jake was up in there, right? But Jake is not in control of anything, all right? Let me go to the book of let me see here. Huh?
What you need?
I can hear you.
What you need?
Okay, give me Ezekiel 38. It was laughable, man. They showed the Russian military equipment. They shit way far superior than the American equipment. It really wasn't even no joke, man. I was just like, I was pumping my fist like, man, come on out with it. So excited to see these places that it's in, all right? Because we want this bitch to go down, man, all right? Because this has been nothing but an oppressing, murderous kingdom to our people, man. So we look forward to the new heavens and earth coming, all right? I was excited watching it. Because I've been new when they first had revealed it to the public. That was about 4 years ago. Almost 5 years ago, they revealed it to the public. And I knew then. Once I knew who Russia was in the scriptures, I knew then. The country that coming from the north country that coming from far, which the country that sits furthest north is Russia. I knew then. Because it says the Most High going to send them against Babylon. Okay? Which is America. So it makes sense that they have better weapons. All right, when you get it, go ahead and read it, brother.
Ezekiel 38 verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man.
Hold on. Stop that. Yeah.
Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog,
Yeah, so you look on the map, go to the map, you type in biblical Gog and Magog, you see Russia, you see Georgia right there, right? So they're speaking about Russia, all right? Because who's in that land? The Russian Edomites. Go ahead, brother.
The land of Magog, the chief of prince of
Meshech.
Meshech, and Tubal, and prophesy against it.
Yeah.
And say, thus saith the Most High, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Yeah, so the Most High is going to put hooks into thy jaws. When you have it's kind of like a bridle, you got a horse, you have the reins. The reins is used to control the horse, which direction you want to go in, you know? All right, so the Most High is going to control, all right, the people that live in the land of God, all right, which is the Russian Edomites, all right? Read it again.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them, clothed with all sorts of armor.
Yeah, that's it on that. So the Most High said he's going to do that, all right? He's going to control them, put them into the jaws of God, which is Russian Edomites, and he's turning them to face who? Babylon, America, okay? What did Vladimir Putin just do on the 23rd? He removed that, what is it called? God damn it. Go to your phone, type this in. Type in VLAD.
Blue letter?
No. Go to Google. Google, type this in. VLADIMIR. Space PUTIN.
VALDIR.
Yeah, Vladimir. VLADIMIR. Putin. PUTIN.
Vladimir Putin.
Removes nuclear treaty. See what comes up. Removes nuclear treaty. See what comes up. It just happened on the 23rd, so it should be recent. Vladimir Putin removes nuclear treaty. There's a treaty that allows certain highly capable missiles to go throughout the earth in different regions, in different parts of the earth, which allow them only, like certain range missiles, which, basically missiles that go a certain amount of kilometers or miles or distance, all right, to be the simplest term.
When did it happen? In January, you said?
No, it happened February 23rd. February 23rd. Type in Vladimir Putin nuclear treaty. Nuclear treaty. It just happened. It should be February 3rd. Or January 23rd. It was one of the two, I think it was February 23rd though. It was the other day. The 23rd of February. That's a big deal. That's taking the gloves off. That's taking the gloves off of nuclear. You see it? Yeah. That's taking the gloves off of warfare. All right, because you remember when Trump was in office, he took away the what was the other treaty he took off? Where you can put your crews, like it was like certain damn man, I forget the fucking treaty, man. Slovakia, anyways though, just look it up. Trump this annuls the Minsk agreement. Was it the Minsk agreement? Yeah, the Minsk agreement. Yeah. It had to do with the Minsk agreement with the nuclear missiles. So they went back to the Minsk Accord to re-talk about it, to try to bring it back, and they never brought it back. And so now the 23rd of this month, the other day, Putin did this. Go ahead, read the article you got, whatever you got pulled up.
Days ago, Russian Vladimir Putin said he is suspending his country's participation in the New START,
The New START.
nuclear arms reduction treaty.
There you go. Keep reading. Click on the article. Click on it. Read it.
Treaty with the United States, imperiling the last remaining pact that regulates the world's two largest nuclear arsenals. Putin made the declaration in his much-delayed annual State of the Nation address to Russia's National Assembly on Tuesday. Hours after Putin's speech, Russia's foreign ministry said the decision to suspend participation in the treaty was reversible.
Yep. So that's the foreign minister of Russia's this guy named Sergei Lavrov. And he hates these American Edomites. You know, you probably don't know who that is right now, but you look him up. He would call the English language a pussy language. They talk them Russian Edomites talk heavy shit about the American Edomites. Yeah, they got a real spot and they hot for you, for their brothers across the pond. Go ahead, bro.
God, I know Putin always speak against the Edomites, how they treat black Americans over here.
Yeah, because they know America's full of shit.
Yeah, he speaks of the hypocrisy of America.
Everybody see what America, with Babylon the Great do to the Israelites, man. Fuck out of here, you guys thinking that y'all could be us, man. Y'all don't. We fit the prophecies. We fit the description too, even though we know it ain't about color. Get the fuck out of here, man. Because you know you got Israelites like other nations too, even you Edomites. But we can't be the people. You got niggas like what's this nigga, man? This one nigga, man. I'm just going to him now. The one nigga, the new nigga, the Mr. Potato Head too. God damn, I know his name. Yeah, the pastor nigga I just did the video on. Cause they niggas don't even be important, really. They just be like, it's like eating a fucking snack, you know, when you're hungry and shit. You know, it ain't nothing. You know, I'm talking about because the scriptures, you know, custom to their soul, man. All right. How you gonna try to refute what the Amalekites admit? Silly ass niggas, man.
No David Lee.
Who wants to slave about ships, you motherfuckers? You got niggas out here that don't want to be who they was made to be. I'm not saying niggas, I'm talking about all the tribes. But keep reading the article. I don't give you niggas right now, man. I'm getting this prophecy, man.
The treaty puts limits on the number of deployed intercontinental range nuclear weapons.
Right, the nuclear weapons. Because the other ones for like cruise missiles, that kind of, you know, little small missiles, Scud missiles, shit like that. But now this is talking about the ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. They go from continent to continent. In the video I was watching earlier, what they were showing you. They showed you America's best stockpile, which really was laughable again, and they showed you Russia's nuclear stockpile.
Yeah.
They brought the fucking Sarmat and the Avangard, and then I was like, you know what? When Trump was in office, the Patriot was failing. The Patriot, the new Patriot missile defense system, that shit was failing. That's garbage. That ain't shit either. That's the old one. Ain't none of them working. The Avangard is a hypersonic missile, something that America ain't got. And that motherfucker can, the Avangard, it can go out the atmosphere and come back. Dodge any missile defense system. And, hey, Babylon the Greatest, you gonna be fire food, nigga. All right? You gonna be fire. This bitch gonna be fire food, man. All right, missile food. You can't. What they got to defend against that? They brought out the Germany tanks, the UK tanks. All right, and you know Germany got some good engineers. They got some good shit, right? They can't stand up to the Russian tanks, man. America's finished. This bitch going down.
They just had a United Nations meeting talk about other countries being involved to help Ukraine.
Because they need all the help they can because the Russian Edomites is too tough.
Yeah.
The Russians too tough for these Americans. That's
World War III right there.
That's why they laugh at these goddamn. They laugh at these Edomites over here. Go ahead with the article. They're not worried about you guys. That's how you know the Most High control them because once the Most High unleash them, they're gonna let everything out. So they got time to spend on their old shit still, on their old equipment, brother. So they ain't worried about that. They send their best thing. U.S. put $30 billion over in the Ukraine alone, and it's failing. With the help of their allies and everything, I ain't talking about the money that Germany, UK, France, all the other countries put in, Turkey, all of them. I'm talking about just the U.S. alone, $30 billion. It's failing. A project is failing. What do you call it? What kind of warfare is called? I know the term too. It's no. It's called it'll come back to you. Go ahead, read the article.
Says
I know it too.
That both the U.S. and Russia can have it. It was last.
It's called a proxy war. It's called a proxy war. It's called a proxy war. You got time, look that up on your own time. Proxy war is like fighting a war indirectly. And you involved, but you involved indirectly. So like they all aiding Ukraine. That's a proxy war against who? Russia. Because who really behind it? U.S. and NATO. Go ahead, brother.
Extended in early 2021 for 5 years.
Yep.
Meaning the two sides would soon need to begin negotiating on another arms control agreement. Under the key nuclear arms control treaty. Both the United States and Russia are permitted to conduct inspections of each other's weapon sites.
Exactly. But since this Ukraine war, they shut all that diplomatic meetings. All that's been shut down. All of it. Because at first they was having like meetings when Trump was in office. They was having like diplomacy talks, between what do you call them? The Secretary of State of Babylon. You got Sergei Lavrov. He's a foreign minister. It's equivalent to the same thing. So he would talk to him, right? So he would have talks. He would go to like. They had a lawyer. They got somebody up under him. I forget his name. He would be at the UN meetings. He's a bald head guy. He always represent Russia at the UN Security Council over in New York, right? And so, right above him, when shit gets serious, that's when they send out Sergei Lavrov.
The top U.S. top general, military.
Talking about the Jake dude.
No, he got the puffy, sleepy bag eyes, man. The military top general.
That's a Jake.
That's a Jake.
No, look. Hold that. Put up another tab on your internet and type in the top military brass, or just type in top U.S. generals. Last time I checked, there was a Jake. They had a Jake about your complexion that was running.
He was white.
You sure he wasn't just a?
Yeah, that guy right there. He looked like a warmonger. He always in the news.
Yeah, but he's just a Department of Defense. He just works for him. Yeah, top U.S. military general.
Yeah, that's the guy. I see him all the time.
Yeah, I see him too. But
he look like a war.
When you go to you got the no, not him. I'm gonna talk about him. The top generals.
Jake.
Go to top. Go to you probably gotta put active.
What's his name? Mark A. Myers.
Because it's a light-skinned Jake. And then you got the one dark-skinned Jake that always talking at the meetings and shit. He be at the U.S. Security Council too. The dark-skinned Jake, he kind of like the State Farm guy, the All-State guy. They want to be like, "Oh, you in good hands." That nigga off for Love and Basketball. Remember the movie Love and Basketball to play Q Daddy? That's how the nigga look. That's one of the Jakes.
Wow. Jake.
But they all work together. That dude right there, the Millie dude.
Mark Millie, yeah.
He worked with the dark skinned older Jake I'm talking about. The "Are you in good hands" looking dude. He worked with him too. They be together. in meetings a lot. The Department of Defense. You know what I'm saying? Because he worked at the Pentagon too. And when they have like a meeting about military, he do be the top one involved as far as talking. Him and the dark skinned Jake. So you're right about that. I didn't think he was the top one though, because the top active one that was like out in the warfare was like, I forget his name, man. It wasn't that long ago I looked him up though. But anyways, go back to the article though. Let's continue on that. But I know that dude is. I know that Edomite is.
Under the key nuclear arms control treaty, both the United States. Oh, I read that already. All right. Though inspections had been halted since 2020.
Yep, suspended. It's suspended inspections. That's
due
right.
to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yep, due to the pandemic, they stopped the diplomatic meetings. Yeah, but we know that played a part of it because I'm trying to say that word too, brothers. Just say the pandemic. Just say pandemic. You know what I'm saying? You don't say that. You don't know the other word.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about it, but you're saying try not to say it though. They be trying to strike your video just for saying this shit, But the pandemic did slow down the diplomacy talks, and then also when the invasion began, that automatically suspended the talks and even the fly zones for a while because they had a no-fly zone in a large area around that region. So yeah, go ahead, brother.
Under the key nuclear arms control treaty, both the United States, while Russia is not withdrawing from the pact completely, it appears to be formalizing its current position. For months, U.S. officials have been frustrated over Russia's lack of cooperation with the agreement.
Yeah, because they want it one-sided. That's how it works. If the American Edomites don't get it one-sided, then they call foul. But they doing all the foul play though. The whole involvement with Russia invading Ukraine was all based upon Russian security, which is supposed to protect your land, right? The U.S. and NATO getting close to their borders, right? I always say like that's the Cuban Missile Crisis in reverse. See, the U.S. trying to do the same thing that Russia did to them. Got close to their borders. Ukraine is right up on the Russian doorsteps, right on the border. All right, go ahead.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken called Putin's decision deeply unfortunate and irresponsible. Blinken says the President Joe Biden administration remains ready to talk about the nuclear arms treaty at any time with Russia, irrespective of anything else going on in the world. He was joined by the Western allies like France and the United Kingdom.
NATO. Yeah.
NATO.
Uh-huh. That's what's gonna come to their aid.
Which called on Putin to reverse the suspension. A spokesperson for British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak told CNN that Britain hopes Putin will reconsider his rash decision.
Now, the irony of that, because they want Russia to reverse the decision, right? But at the same time, you're sending weaponry over here for these Ukrainians to fight against us. Because you want them to do some damage to us, to try to destabilize us. This is what the Russians are saying. All right? All right, so go from, like I said, the Most High controlling this. Go to Proverbs 21:1, I believe it is. Let's show you the Most High in control. See, when they was doing the little shit, like the one little tree, they took it off the table, and the Russians was like, "Hey, we don't want to take it off the table because it's gonna cause this, and we're gonna already wrap up our shit anyway, as we've been doing for years." And so they was trying to avoid it, and they didn't want to avoid it. They got this aggression towards Russia, and they tell the American people something different than what's going on. Really, it's the U.S. trying to force NATO to go against Russia. And Russia's like, all right, look, y'all want to do this? We'll do this. So it's a tit-for-tat measure. All right? You got that?
It says Proverbs 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whatsoever he will.
And that's who's directing the mind of Vladimir Putin, Joe Biden, all these leaders, Macron, all right, the German Chancellor, or whoever it may be. They put this guy Benjamin Netanyahu back in office. You know why? That motherfucking devil started a lot of shit over in the Middle East. Who do you think kickstarted a lot of those invasions? All right? So they put him back in the prime minister spot over in, amongst them in the land of Israel. All right? Go to Daniel 4:17. The Most High is in control. And on his go, that's when everything gonna jump off. All right, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai is the one that orchestrated this whole ordeal. All right. The Most High is a man of war. He's the ultimate war man, or man. He's the ultimate man of war, and his name is Yahweh. Okay. Matter of fact, before you read that Daniel 4:17, go to Exodus 15:3. Real quick, go to Exodus 15:3. You gotta prove that. The Most High is a man of war.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war. Go ahead.
The Lord Yahweh is his name.
Yeah, Yahweh is his name. All right, and you're gonna come to know who's doing all this stirring up on this earth. All right, Yahweh meaning he exists. This is the power of us Israelites. All right, the power of the heavens and of earth. All right, the reason why everything and anything exists. All right, go back to Daniel 4:17.
Look at Daniel.
That's why we reference him as the Most High. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 17.
It's Daniel, not Daniel. That's some old American shit. They didn't know it's Daniel.
This matter
But
is
Daniel
by
gonna say it in the Hebrew.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones.
Yeah, because you know that I won't try to be rude, brother, but that Daniel shit, that's American shit. They make it like in a feminine way. No, Daniel is a man. All right, Daniel, if you want to say it in the Hebrew. All right, go ahead.
To the intent.
Read it again. I ain't mean to cut you off, Shalak. I just want to. Reason why I said that because I correct you because I want you to say it the right way. So you might hit somebody out there might hit Danielle. Who the fuck is Danielle? You know what I'm saying? You got niggas think. Call the scripture and read it again.
Daniel 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the Holy One, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
The Most High ruleth the kingdom of men.
And give it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the bases of men.
Yeah, read it. Make sure you read it loud in the car sometimes. All right.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones.
There you go.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whosoever he will, and set it up over it the bases of men.
Yeah, which are the Edomites, the so-called white people, they're the bases of men. The scriptures tell you they were violent in the earth. All right, he set Esau up in power. He created the missile using the Edomite scientists. All right, the Most High is really in control. That's the reason why this nuclear treaty that Vladimir Putin took off the table. That's why it's so important. Like I said, it's taking the gloves off in warfare. You see, because why? Things get ready to get nasty. All right, things get ready to get nasty. All right, I couldn't resist about it. All right, but it's getting nasty out here, man. All right, because the Most High, go to Isaiah 13. You start at the top.
This book of Isaiah 13 verse 1. the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
That's right.
Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger.
The angels.
Even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together.
That's right.
Lord of hosts.
When you look around at all the different nations and kingdoms around the earth, what they doing? They all practicing military drills. Ain't that what you see a lot? Military drills over in China or the Pacific Ocean. You see it over in the Black Sea, huh?
Iran too.
Yeah, over in Iran, Iran. All right. You see drills going on over in Japan, by Japan. South Korea, they doing military drills. The UK doing military drills. France, Canada. And they having joint military drill cooperations. Now, why the hell they be having joint military drill cooperations going on right now? They geared up for war. They're gearing up for war. Hold that. We'll come back to that. Go to Joel 3. And what about verse 9?
Book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
There you go.
Prepare war.
So what are we speaking about? War. Warfare. We're speaking about nations or countries ramping up for war. They're gearing up for war. The article I had him read, this brother right here read, they talking about what? Taking that peace treaty away so what? They can take the gloves off so they can use nuclear missiles and plant them in different parts of the earth. That's what Vladimir Putin gonna start doing. Be like, fuck that. They got missiles here, we're gonna start deploying our shit too. So that Russia wanna deploy its missiles too. They posturing up, basically. Alright, go ahead.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up the mighty men.
Wake up the mighty men. Go ahead. The mighty men are the men of war. Just talking about the military personnel on earth. You see fucking warplanes. When you watch the news, when you see the military drills, you got the warplanes, you got the tanks, you got the naval ships, you got the drones. They all practicing precision strikes. For what? Warfare. Go ahead.
Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
In other words, build up your military arsenal. All right? Go ahead.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
Let the weak say, I am strong. So you got countries that got missiles now outside of the U.S. and Russia. Countries like North Korea. They constantly testing missiles. They want to shoot missiles over here too. Because at one point, North Korea was weak. You know why what made them weak? They didn't have a nuclear missile. Read it again.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men.
Uh-huh.
Let all the men of war draw near.
That's right.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen.
That's it. Go back to Isaiah 13. That's all I'm doing there. Here a little, there a little. Go back to Isaiah 13 where you left off.
Isaiah 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified one. I have also called my mighty one for my anger.
Right, the angels, that's right. Because the angels play a part of this. The angels come back in the chariots. They tell you that in Zechariah 5. All right, it speaks about the flying road. That's the chariot that, Zechariah is explaining. It's the so-called saucer-shaped UFO, so-called UFO. Go ahead.
Even them that rejoice in my highness, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Hey, there you go right there. That's all you need right there. Yahweh of armies, all right? And that's what we go to the scriptures that say the Lord of Sabaoth. Sabaoth, go back to the Lord of the armies. All right, same as saying Lord of hosts. It's the same thing. Host means army. Sabaoth, look it up, it's armies. All right? So that's what that means. You got to look up your words. Go into the etymology of it. Right? That's why I had this brother read Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. he's literally the Lord of war, or the God of war. You know that the game God of War? The Most High is the God of war. Y'all better quit playing with the Most High. Y'all gonna put some respect on the Most High name, man. All right? Go to Isaiah 54:16. The Most High mustered the host to the battle. He's drawing them in. He's ramping them up, getting them ready for war. You want to see a big, great war. It's called World War III, that third woe.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coils in the fire.
Yeah, it's the scientists
And that
create the missiles. Okay, go ahead.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Yeah, for the Most High's work. The Most High. Hey, the scriptures say a man's goings are of the Lord. It says, what's that one? It also says in Proverbs that the Most High directed the man's steps. All right, all wisdom comes from the Lord. That's powerful right there. Remember the Most High, Isaiah 45:7. It says what? I make peace and create evil. Right?
Right.
This is how the Lord do all these things. The Lord controls both sides, man. And Yahweh is his name. And the son name is Yahushua. Not no goddamn Jesus. All right? Go ahead.
And I have...
Y'all gonna know the true names of the Most High and his son. Because these devils been lying to you for a long time. And the Lord's making his name, we're publishing the name of the Heavenly Father and the Son, man. Go ahead, brother.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah. The missile's gonna waste people and lands. Go ahead.
Verse 17. No weapon.
No, that's it on that. Go from there. Go to Zechariah 5. I mentioned the chariots. That's a good one. That's a good one. That bitch had a long square in her mouth. That square was something. I'm trying to Virginia string in her mouth. Big square smoke across from.
Zechariah 5.
I'm joking.
Zechariah 5.
That mother was long though. She had one of them old ass Cruella de Vil cigarettes.
Yeah.
That bitch come way out. Jake's crazy, man. Go ahead, brother.
Book of Zechariah 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
Uh-huh.
And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits.
They show that when you watch the video footage they released, the Navy video footage of the chariot they was following. And it was the one that had everybody seeing it, was recording it, and it was like, man, look at it, look how it maneuvers. It was spinning around, and it dipped out, dipped low, real easy, and then shot back, man. Woo! He saw you in trouble. Gotta pay for your sins. and the chariots, and yo, when I see the chariot, it's like one day I was doing with this one chick, man, right? It's Gadite. And I was dealing with her and shit for a little while. And we was on a balcony, I believe. Chariot shot across. She was like, "Did you see that shooting star?" I was like, "Ain't no shooting star." She said, yeah. But anyways, you know, it ain't gonna fuck up the vibe, you know what I'm saying? But I actually slipped out, started praising the Most High. You know, I started you know, but it was like, it was so crazy, right? Because we had just sat down. I promise you, the fucking view we was looking at was like facing like southwest. You know, it's like we stay outside the city. The land is elevated. I learned that from my brother. The land is elevated. Like downtown city, like the lowest part of the city. Because you look, that's a hill. Going this way, the land go up, right? If you pay attention to it, you going this way towards Ben Manor, this shit going up, right? Yeah. But you know it's steadily go up, it's gradually go up. Some of them go steep, you know, depending on where you at. But so you know, the higher you up, the closer you are to the the atmosphere, you know, as far as being up so far, you know, or on the hill, you know, on the hill, if you will. The hill higher than the plane, you know. So the sky was just bright. And you can see like the chariots. The night was just so pretty and so clear. It was just so clear. You see chariots flickering. And when the chariot moved, I mean it shot.
What do they do though?
What do they do?
Yeah. People see them all the time, but what do they do?
They go serve its purpose. They got we'll touch on that in a second. Matter of fact, chariots shoot out laser beams, concentrated fire. No, laser ain't nothing but a concentrated fire. I was like, you ever seen a laser machine? You ever seen a laser machine? We got a laser machine in my old job, right? Job deep, right?
Why they are allowing themselves for us people to see them?
Oh, that's the Mossad. That's the Mossad because you gotta think about it. What you do when you have a country being aggressive against another country? What do you have? When you see a country being aggressive against another, what they do?
They turn into war.
No. Before it turns into a full-out war, what happened?
It starts from the argument.
No, you know it starts posturing. Posturing. You know what that means? Start flexing his military. It's called a show of force.
Oh, they're like the military drills.
It's a show of force. All right. So the chariots is a way of the Most High showing his force.
Military drill.
Yeah, they're part of Most High's army. That's part of Most High's army. The missiles, the chariots, with the angels in them. That's all the Most High's army.
Yeah, because it's increasing. You keep seeing more
exactly.
and more
of it. I did a video a few years back, and it was increased sightings of so-called UFOs and chariots, right? From the 80s until now, it increased tens to hundreds of thousands of sightings. Go to Psalm 68 real quick. Go to Psalm 68, brother. And go to verse, is that 18 or 20? Where it says the chariots of the Lord. You see it? So the chariots of the Lord are 10,000.
17.
Yeah, 17. Go. There you go.
Psalm 68, verse 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels.
So look, it makes sense. They keep popping up and keep appearing everywhere, right? Because why? The Most High is reminding Esau, I'm watching. The angels here, they watch. They watch, they observe,
Yeah.
they serve their purpose.
Even Biden spoke out against it.
Right. You got not just Biden, you got going back to old presidents that spoke about the chariots. Ronald Reagan. What's the old one? Man, it was Eisenhower.
Jimmy Carter spoke out.
Carter, yeah. Carter spoke about them. They not stupid. You think they stupid? Hey, the scripture say that Esau, it says that, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. So Esau's wise, man, because the Most High made this man, he know what's up. Esau know, you don't think Esau know that them the chariots of the Lord?
You know.
Why you think, if you got all people from across the world making videos or capturing the chariots on videos, speaking about them, and you gonna sit here and tell them they're conspiracy theorists? Are you serious? And then all of a sudden, years later, you come out and say, yeah, they do exist.
We call them aliens.
Right.
Yeah.
So, come on, man. Let's show you he knew all along. You know who don't know? Our people.
Yeah,
they destroy for lack of knowledge.
They believe it's aliens.
They destroy for lack of knowledge. That's the sad truth, man. No? Go ahead. Let's see on that. Go back to Zechariah 5. And the angels serve their purpose. Them chariots pop up, and you don't get to sit here. They just come off the chariot and just, hey, how y'all doing? We just came to talk peace. No shit like that. The angels gonna show up. Matter of fact, before you read that, let me read this in Sirach, also known as Ecclesiastes. I'll turn right to it. Oh no, hey, call hello, y'all about to shine. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. What the angels gonna do? They're gonna lay out sword strokes. Our people don't even consider this shit. They don't consider like, oh, the angels might zap me. They don't consider like, oh, I might be one of the ones being destroyed. They don't think that, oh, I want to be a part of the elect. I want to serve the Most High, in truth and sincerity, and have a pure heart towards the Most High and serve Him. They think that we just talk about asses. That's why there's a 2/3 scriptures. The angels don't get emotional. They in the spirit world. They don't get emotional like we do in these bodies. So when the Most High get that hit out, you think I'm gonna be like, Lord, you sure you want me to do it? No, they gonna see.
How come the Most High got emotions? They don't. The angels.
He ain't get emotional.
The Most High gets
I'm saying
slow the angels.
Right. What's wrong with having emotions though? Nothing. The Most High give them an order. Meaning, look, when the Most High give them an order, they carry it out. They don't get emotional about the shit. Or think twice. No. So that's what the angels are there for. To carry out the orders of the Most High. They ain't get. You think Michael the Archangel will get emotional when he's you know what I'm saying, come against Esau? No, hell no. He gonna care about how everybody in the earth feel. He gonna care about the order he was given. That's just what it is. It ain't that the angels don't get emotional. It ain't that the angels don't get emotional like as far as like have emotions as far as like in the sense of man when you're in this flesh. It's a difference. You in this flesh, so you thinking like, oh, the angel's gonna have emotions like me. No. In this body, you weary. In this body, you always constantly worried about something. Your emotions like a roller coaster. If the Most High slow to anger, that means he's what? Slow to anger. He's not built off emotion like when we say emotional, you thinking like somebody moving or thinking or acting off emotion like women. No. Because you get angry don't mean nothing. Just move the anger. But there's a cause to make you get angry. All right? There's something that make you angry, not just out of thin air.
When he threw them earthquakes in Syria and Turkey, it was a matter of time limit.
Hey, it was 250 Reubenites got swallowed up. All right, going back into sojourning to our land, right? The Most High did what? He caused the earth to open up and swallow them up. Yeah, it was Reubenites that talking shit. Now you see why it's important to fear him.
They do.
They being wicked, talking shit. You know, rebelling. You know, you gotta read that story, read that account. You read it, read it again. You probably read over it, and then you didn't really get the whole gist of the story. You probably gotta read it again.
So what's the red horse?
Huh?
The horses in the Bible describe the red horse, the white horse, the black horse. What's those mean?
I'll do a video on it. Because I will have to go. Because I will gather the precepts and I'll do. Lord willing, I'll do a video on it. Because the red horse represents Esau.
Oh.
Like I said, the white horse, talking about Yahweh Shai.
The black horse.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into it. Put together the precepts. Abaratazah, put together the precepts and do a video on it. It says, there be, Ecclesiastes 39:28, there be spirits, they are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and the peace and wrath of him that made them. Yeah, so that's what the angels are for. All right, the peace and wrath of him that made them. It's the Most High. All right, go back to Zechariah 5.
It's the book of Zechariah, 5 verse 1.
But I'm gonna do a video on it. I said, Lord willing, this week coming, I'm gonna do a video on it, but stay tuned for it, you know?
Zechariah 5 verse 1.
Because Elder Apostle, I need to do a video on it, but Elder Apostle Ramlab, he just did a video on it. Like a week or so ago. On the GMS Info channel. Go ahead.
Zechariah 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. And he said unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that
swear
side.
falsely. Get some words. It should say swear falsely.
You don't.
It don't?
Mm-hmm.
Read it again.
That's in verse 4.
Okay. So like,
Shall be cut off as on the side according to it. I will bring forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swear falsely
there you go.
by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
Come on, fire. All right, that's it on that. So there you go. The thief is Esau. All right, how we prove that? What's that, John 10? Go to John 10 and 10. I think it's John 10 and St. John 10 and 10. I'm putting you on the spot. You said you want to read, so.
Okay.
St. John 10 and 10.
This book of St. John, verse 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy.
Yeah, there you go.
I am come that
No,
they
that's it. That's it on that.
Oh.
That's all I need. Here a little, there a little. The thief coming. Read it again.
John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy.
That's it. Now go to Job 30. You start at verse 4, 3 or 4. Start at 3. Talking about the thief, right? Esau's who you think coming to kill, steal? It's what it say to kill, steal, kill, and destroy, right?
Right.
Now, what man is that?
Esau.
How can we prove that? How can we prove that?
Job 9:24.
That's good. That's good. Give me an example. Like give me an event. That's good. Job 9:24. Yeah, he's a wicked gun. The earth is given to his hand, right? Most High give
Malachi
it.
1:4.
No, I said give me an event. Give me an event that shows either. Give me an event. Give me his actions that shows that he destroys. Because also, I'm 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3 will tell you that he's the son of perdition. Perdition means destruction.
Lucifer.
No. You're not listening. I said, give me an example. Give me like some events that he did to destroy things. His actions.
Oh yeah. Comes by lying and deceiving.
Give me some events.
What he did to the Gadites.
Okay, that's a good one.
Taking Southern Kingdom into slavery.
That's a good one.
Northern Kingdom as well.
Yep, that's a good one. That's good.
Making war with Ishmael, war with Moab and Ammon.
Yeah, Middle East.
Middle
Destroy the Middle East.
Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere it goes.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, there you go. Because you got to be able to give examples, you know.
Well, it's compared to the pale horse, I think in the Bible. The pale horse.
He saw. No. Before you go in that direction, you got when you call somebody something or you assert or claim somebody to something, you gotta be able to prove it, right? It's just like what happened over in Ohio. Now how did that happen? Because you have the EPA, right? Which is the Environmental Protection Agency, right? They're set up to what? They're supposed to protect the environment. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
But do they really protect the environment? The answer would be no. Because the environment is steadily being destroyed. Water, the air, the food,
Polluted.
everything. Go to Micah 2 and 10. You get around the nose. You said it's polluted. And what does Micah 2 and 10 tell us?
Micah 2 and 10, 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you.
All right, it's going to destroy you. This place is polluted. It's filthy. Ain't nothing left here in so-called America. There's no building. No future in America. This place is finished. All right, this place is finished. It's almost out the door. It's almost out. You know, you sent the trash out, the garbage truck to pick it up. But before you throw it out, the trash, you gotta smush everything in that you don't want. It ain't good or whatever. Which everything about this place is going to trash. All right. So this place is polluted. All right, go back to Job 30. Good examples would be, Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya.
It's endless.
I mean, it's endless, ain't it?
Endless, man.
These devils destroy everything.
Yeah.
They have the nerve to talk
do that
shit about
forever.
Jake. Red ass people, man.
Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 3.
Yeah.
For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
Yeah, this is how they live in the mountains.
They were driven forth from among men.
This is why they was called Caucasians. All right.
They cried after.
Because they, hold on, read that verse again. Because when they push the mountains, because they're wickedness, they're evil. It's called Caucasian, meaning cave dweller or mountain dwellers, because where they live. So it's a representation of how they live. They live in the caves. All right. Or the mountains. Go ahead.
Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men, and they cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed.
Among the bushes they brayed.
Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools.
So that's it on that. That's all I wanted. They cry after them they cry after them as a thief. Because they steal your shit. Esau steal your shit. All the countries that he destroyed by warfare, what did he do? He steal the resources that the land had.
Steal.
The reason he's down in Central and South America is because he want their lithium. Did you know that? The biggest resources in Central, mainly South America, is lithium. There's a high demand for lithium. Go to Google, type in high demand for lithium. All kind of articles come up. What you see going on in Central South America? In turmoil.
High demand for lithium.
They're always in the threat of being invaded.
But yeah, it talks about food prices.
So it just said high demand. Type in high demand for lithium.
3/4 of Libya's national labor force.
I said lithium. What are you talking about?
Libya.
No, lithium. Like the lithium battery. LITHIUM.
Okay, 1+ for lithium demand in the USA in 2023-24. We can expect to see new demand coming on from electric pickup trucks.
Well, electrical cars. They're trying to make a lot of electrical vehicles. So you type in high demand for lithium.
Yeah, it says why is demand for lithium high?
Yeah.
Why is it high? Surging demand for EVs and the
EVs, right?
It
say EVs.
Yeah,
yeah,
EVs.
electric. That means electrical vehicles.
And
electric
elastic nature of lithium supply are the primary drivers behind the increase in lithium prices in 2022. Supply is unlikely to grow in lockstep with demand through the first half of the decade.
Yeah. So now type this in on your search bar. Where is type it in. Talking to the camera. So type it in. Where is the highest produced lithium? Where's the biggest source of lithium? I'm sorry. Where is the biggest source of lithium? Type it in the way I'm speaking to you. Type it in. Where is
Chile?
Chile, right?
Chile.
That's in South America.
There's the largest lithium.
Right. Who else to say? You gonna name some other countries?
Australia.
Australia. Okay, keep going.
Comes in a second. Yeah, Australia.
Should have to type in countries with lithium.
Oh yeah, look at the top countries now.
Countries with high lithium. Chile was number one. Yeah,
Chile is number one. Australia, Argentina,
South America,
China, and the United States.
The U.S. ain't got no goddamn lithium like that. Oh, I ain't even name it. Slocky. They do. They steal the shit. They control the shit. Who you think controls Central South America?
Esau.
All right then. So Slocky. I stand corrected. I caught myself on the fly. Go ahead, brother.
Canada, Zimbabwe, Brazil, Portugal.
Brazil, South America.
Yeah.
A lot of them countries gonna be Central South America.
Yeah.
You got Southern Kingdom Jake, you got Northern Tribe Jake down there. So you just name about four or five countries from South America.
Chile, Argentina,
Brazil. There was another you named. If you keep going on the list, you're gonna name more. I think Peru got some too.
It's about four.
I think Peru got some too.
What's up, Brett?
What's up?
It's over.
It's about four of them.
Yes, but I think Peru. See, I think it's Peru down there. I think Peru got some too. Because Chile, go to the South American map. I believe that whole South America's got a lot of lithium, especially during the top of that South American part.
Bolivia too.
But yeah, see, Bolivia. See, see, that's a cut to me too, because I need to do a video on that. I need to do a video on that. So that's on me. That's on me. That's my fault. I need to be pushing. I need to be doing more work, because that's a good video to do. Because with the demand for EVs, which is electric vehicles, they want lithium holds electricity or stores electricity the longest. So lithium is ideal for electric vehicles. That's why I said or brought that up. I just said I would. That's why I brought that up. You look up in the store. What's the best batteries to buy? Lithium batteries, right? You go to the store, get the lithium batteries. It lasts a long time. So it makes sense when you're gonna make an electric vehicle that have the best storage of electricity. All right, as far as the battery will be what? Lithium battery. So they producing lithium batteries. The job I'm transitioning from, they make the what you call it, the harness or component. They make the component. I say like this. They make the component to hold the battery for vehicles and trucks. So they could be a component to make a lithium battery sit up in there. But that's a new thing. The lithium battery is a new thing. Matter of fact, see what Google say. Best batteries to buy. What is the best battery? Might say lithium. It may not.
Number one says Altima with car batteries.
No, I said, what's the number one batteries to buy? Like just.
See, it's asking what car battery.
Tell me like this here. What makes just type in what rank is lithium among batteries.
What rank is lithium?
Yeah. Red horse. That one them do this too. That's the spirit getting on me too, because I've been doing this too, but I should have did a video on it. I've been shit.
So there's no debate.
I don't look at the debate.
There's no debate that lithium ion batteries are currently the best.
Okay. See? There you go. All right. So, what do you think gonna happen when they got this whole pile of fucking electric vehicles? All right. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna have a demand for that lithium. Because my man, this one devil man, Elon Musk, he if you type in Elon Musk and lithium, he's sponsoring. Type in Elon Musk and lithium. Elon ELON Musk, MESK. Elon Musk and lithium. Type in and lithium. Because he was just typing in, because you talking to the camera when you do that. You know how to spell it, just let me know. I'll spell it for you. I ain't the brightest in spelling, but I'm pretty close.
He says that Musk called lithium prices crazy expensive.
No. It just says something else though. Look for another one.
Elon Musk says lithium shortage is holding back Tesla.
Okay, good. So is that an article? Because he was complaining about that the other week.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks back or something like that. In the last month, he was complaining about that because he was saying that he don't have lithium to produce the amount of cars that the demand is. Or that he said he don't have the right amount of lithium to produce the high demand for electric vehicles, for the Teslas. He was complaining about that. Read the article. Let's see what it says. I'm gonna grab the precept.
Tesla is moving forward with plans to build a lithium refinery on the Texas Gulf Coast in a bid to gain control over the supply chain for electric vehicle batteries.
Okay. Keep reading.
Tesla is moving forward with plans. The chief executive officer Elon Musk confirmed on the move on Wednesday on a conference call and answer to an analyst question on progress developing the company's new 4680 battery cell technology. The Austin, Texas-based company has been weighing the project for months, as Bloomberg News previously reported, but had been considering at least one other site in Louisiana. The company has told state regulators it plans to build a battery-grade lithium hydroxide refining facility near Corpus Christi that would process raw ore material into something more production ready. Musk called lithium prices crazy expensive and has repeatedly encouraged entrepreneurs to start refining lithium as a way to ease supply bottlenecks of the key material used in lithium-ion batteries.
Because he you know what they want to do? And it's an article. I'm gonna look it up on my own time and I do the video together. He was speaking about how he was trying to finance or pay basically governments in South America to get the lithium. But it says this in Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds," because we all know that Esau don't fucking go to Central and South America for no business deals. They basically just take what they want. They control it. Or they bully them about it. Because what can they do? Nothing. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You know, that's the reason why evil inventions are always on Esau's mind. And you don't think they're gonna go down here in fucking Chile and Bolivia and wherever else in South America, Brazil, and get that lithium? Verse 2, and they covet fields, because where the lithium in. They mentioned China, they mentioned Australia, but what the lithium names you mentioned outside them was South America. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man, even a man in his heritage. So an example of that is Venezuela. Venezuela had the #1 oil reserve in the world. Ever since they want to get that oil up, guess what happened? Venezuela had been in the fucking state of turmoil for years. When they starved them people out, they starved them, the Israelites down. When they starved them out, some of them was eating these animals in the zoo and shit. Some of them was doing cannibalism. This is all going on. Venezuela is so fucking bad. You really shouldn't even go down there. It was so bad. Well, they didn't send mainstream journalists down there. It was freelance journalists going down there. They had to pay people to hire them out and shit, just to get a report on what's going on down there. So it got that bad.
Peru too, I heard was bad.
Peru?
Peru.
Yeah, because see what Esau do is
They upset with the president replacement. Said that was correct.
they know
They
because that's
wanted the female president back.
I think that was Venezuela. You talking about
Peru.
Panini or something like that?
It's Peru.
Panini, is that name like a Panini or something? It's a chick.
Yeah,
But yeah, because basically what Esau do is
it's a puppet.
he set up puppet leaders. Yeah, he set up a puppet government, and that puppet government do what he want them to do.
Yeah, Peruvians wasn't having that.
But the people, well, you know, the people rebel. They rebel against Esau. Yeah, of course. All right. Because why? They know. See, one thing about Jake, man. Jake, when shit ain't right, Jake gonna act the fool. Like over in Cuba. What happened over in Cuba? When Fidel died, Raul took over, his brother. They forced Raul up out of there. Raul too old to go to war with them, man. He can't stand there. He can't stand up a long time and go against them like that, like Fidel did his whole life. Just about over 60 years of fighting against American oppression. All right. So when he died, it was like, all right, got the ass. Now he finally died. They tried to assassinate goddamn, I forget his name, Fidel. They tried to assassinate Fidel thousands of times, putting explosive in the cigars and shit, just because he didn't bow down to Esau in America.
Haiti messed up too.
Haiti fucked up too, yeah.
They assassinated.
Them Levites going through it, yeah. They hired mercenaries to assassinate the president of Haiti.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And they were saying that, you know, Haiti had it was rich in assets, which a lot of the Clintons was involved with that. So, and, you know, hey,
Esau's behind that.
Esau's behind it. Again,
we faced Colombians assassinated.
Again, he covered fields and take them out violence. Look up the word covet, C-O-V-E-T. If you can, go to your online etymology dictionary if you can. Go to the word covet.
Covet. To wish or to desire or wish for inordinately or without regard for the rights of others.
Read it again. Hold on. Read that again. Read it again. Please read it again.
Covet.
Baba Kushab.
Etymology dictionary.
Etymology.
Etymology. Covet. To desire or wish.
Etymology of covet.
To desire or wish for inordinately or without regard for the rights of others. From covet, desire, lust after, passionate desire, eagerness, ambition, very desirous.
The first one summed it all up.
Yeah.
Not having regard. If it said not having the regard for others' rights or something.
Without regard.
Without regard
for the rights of others.
For the rights of others. That's Esau to a fucking T. That's why he got the land from us. You know? Came over with the small pots, gave it to Gad. I look at my Gadite cousins on my mother's side, I be shit like, man, blessed to be here. You know? As far as, you know, to survive.
Gad want his land back.
Yeah, Gad, you know, and that's, you know, and you know, I understand. See, I understand, but at the same time, it's like, you don't want this land back, Gad. You don't want this land. You know why? This land is heavily polluted. It's fucked up. All right, it's fucked up because when they was over the North Dakota pipes, the North Dakota pipeline access, or the North Dakota access pipeline, I believe it is, where it was threatening, you know, threatening whoever wants not come over there, and, you know, and stand in solidarity with Gad. But it was over there clean water. It was the only clean water source they had. They want to run the fucking oil pipeline through it. And it was, you know, oil pipelines. Those pipelines guaranteed to spill at some point. And Gad kept telling them, like, this gonna, no, you're going to destroy our water source. It's our only clean water source we have, and it's on the reservation land, treaty land. So what they tell you if it's on a reservation or treaty land? It ain't their land, right? Go to Isaiah 33:1. Stole the land from us, fucked the land up, and they had a nerve to bitch and complain when we bring out the wicked shit they did to us, man. The nerve of these devils, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Now you go into history, right? You know, Jake is, you know, Jake want peace, you know, so Jake dealt peaceably a lot of times. So Gad dealt peaceably with Esau. And what did Esau do? Gave him smallpox blankets. Gave him measles. All kind of shit. They brought him from goddamn Europe.
Yeah, Psalms 55:21.
Well, go ahead, Rick, bring it out. Bring it out and go back to that one. Bring that out and go back to the precept you got. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did.
Alright, it says, I'm gonna actually go to 20. Psalm 55, verse 20. He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Did not Gadite show him peace? So Gad showed them peace, and then they show peace in return. Hence, you have a lot of the Gadite tribes slaughtered by way of biochemical warfare. I was just naming some: smallpox in the blankets, measles and shit, typhus. He was getting them typhus, all kind of shit, all kind of shit. And they still don't keep those goddamn treaties, motherfuckers. Go ahead.
Verse 20 says, he has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Mm-hmm.
He has broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah, Gad talking about live off the land, how to survive, you know, the seasons, the winter seasons and stuff. They ain't know how to live off this land. Show them how to heal themselves. And what they get in return? Biochemical warfare. They still use biochemical warfare on us, man. On all the tribes.
Still.
These motherfuckers, man.
Food bad.
They still use biochemical warfare on us. That shit happened over in Ohio, and East Palestine, Ohio. That ain't no goddamn surprise. That's normal.
Polluting the water.
That's fucking normal. They knew that their fucking rail cars they put them in, they knew that shit can possibly spill out in the atmosphere. The EPA knew that. They don't protect shit. They don't protect no goddamn environment. Why do you think when the EPA come out, right? All this lead in the water's still fucked up here. Because they changed these devils came out, they changed the pipe that go from the main valve to your home, but the main valve is still fucked up. So what they doing in other words? Absolutely nothing. But prolonged it. And kept that shit flowing in. That's like putting a piece of new wood to old wood. It makes no sense. Just replace it. Just replace it, you know? Because if you got the main pipe big as shit, and the little pipe to go to your, you know, it's like, and then not only that, you got like this multiple main pipes. You got the main pipe, the big ass pipe. You got the main pipe that makes it on your street, or there's your block, that connects to another pipe. You know what I'm saying? That's a main pipe. Then you got the direct pipes, but they usually be about 4 foot long, usually, about 4 foot long before you go to the small ones. Maybe like 4 foot long, 5 foot long, maybe about half a foot round. You know what I'm saying? Some of them be like 3 foot, 4 foot. It's not that big. You see them when they just pull them out the ground? You know what I'm saying? Did you see them? When they was replacing those pipes to your house? Yeah, well, you was sitting like, that ain't even no big ass pipe. It's high. Some of them about this high, depending on where you live at. About this, like I said, about this round. But that's the pipe from the main pipe where your block. So you got a main pipe where your block, you know what I'm saying? But then you get your plot of land where your house is at. You got that main pipe from the main pipe right there. Then you got your pipe. And you go to the little pipes to your house and stuff like that. Maybe a little smaller, maybe 3-4 inches round, you know. But I'm saying like they didn't replace the main pipe, so the main pipe still polluted with lead and shit. Well, the same high levels of lead. So you ain't do nothing, you know. In other words, you ain't do anything. You just prolong the situation. You goddamn let the lead in the water, pretty much. You got Jakes drinking that shit. Oh man, he changed the water. My water good. They don't understand. They don't know what really took place. Go to Hosea 4:6 real quick. They don't understand that took place of what just actually took. You know what I'm saying? What just happened? Like they don't understand what was the quick fix thing all about. It ain't no quick fix.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
Hosea.
4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
Well, go ahead and finish it first. I'm gonna say what I'm saying afterwards.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
That's it. Just that verse is all you need. Now, if you look up how things work as far as the water system, you will understand what I'm talking about. The whole system was polluted with lead. From the water station, the main water station where they call themselves, you know, purifying the water, whatever, you know, treating the water treatment system. The water treatment system here is fucked up. So from that on down to, you know, your homes, it's all fucked up. So in reality, they need to replace the whole system, right? To get rid of the issue. But they don't want to do it. They say it costs too much money. And then you know what they say in other words? Fuck them niggas. Fuck them Israelites. That's what Esau saying. Fuck them Israelites. You know why he's saying that shit? Because if you can put over $30 billion over in Ukraine and not fix the water system over here, which is simple. You got plenty of construction companies, right?
You ain't even got reparation.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jake don't understand what's going on. We're always up against death in this society. So why the fuck you want to live here? Go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3.
2 Thessalonians?
Yeah, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Because this is the same shit we're subjected to in this society. It's death. Everything is geared towards us dying. If you eat this, you're slowly being poisoned. If you fucking drink this, you're slowly being poisoned. If you fucking breathe in this shit, this air, you're being your immune system is being broken down. It's all kind of shit that we're up against in this society. And Jake don't goddamn get it. They don't understand that. Go ahead, read what you got.
2 Thessalonians 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come and falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Yeah, that's it right there. Son of perdition. Look up perdition. Look up perdition.
Etymology.
Yeah, you can look up. It's always best to get the etymology of it. Sometimes, you know, maybe Webster explain it better, but you know, I like to go with the etymology.
Condition and etymology. Condition of damnation, spiritual ruin, state of the souls of the wicked in hell.
That's going off with that. Read the first part again. What's going on with
Condition of damnation,
condition of damnation, and the other one was what?
spiritual ruin,
Spiritual ruin.
state of the souls of the wicked in hell.
Which that's going off. Ain't no such thing as hell. You go burn forever. It should say destruction.
Yeah.
State of.
The
Keep reading.
general sense of utter destruction,
General sense of utter destruction. Go ahead.
entire ruin, great harm.
Other ruin. Read aloud so they can hear you.
Utter destruction, entire ruin,
Entire ruin.
great
And
harm,
are we not ruined as a people? We live in ghettos and reservations. That's a fucking ruin.
death.
Death. We're subject to death. They
Fact
just
of-
tased the shit out of this one Jake the other day in North Carolina. Tased that like 4 times, and he had heart problems. He was just sitting there chilling in his car with another Jake. They pull up on him, like they did this. They rub on Jake, do whatever they want to do to Jake. They just chilling, sitting there. They ain't bothering nobody. You know, it was judgment. I ain't gonna say it. No, I'm telling you the truth. It was judgment. But the point is, they were just chilling. Esau rolled up on them. Hey, get your ass out the car. Searched them. They ain't got nothing on them. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? They try to detain them. Like, what the fuck you trying to detain me for? I ain't getting nothing. What happened? What they turned into? They turned into, they throw about 6, 7 of them, throw them on the ground. He tased them. Tased like 2 or 3 times. He got up, no, like twice. He got up and ran. Tased his ass some more, like 2 more times. He flatlined right down the scene. They showing on camera, he's just flatlined. His post died out right down on the, he flatlined right down on camera. But this is what we're subject to in this world. We're subject to death in this world. We ain't got shit going for ourselves. We ain't got nothing to look forward to in life. We ain't got no inheritance to look forward to in this world. We just fucking damned in this world, man. We just fucked over in this world. But this is what our people want to be subjected to. This is what they want to live in. This is what they enjoy. I'm saying they literally enjoy this shit. They literally enjoy this shit. There ain't nothing here for us.
Ain't nothing new since slavery. They'd rather die with the slave back than try to run away and escape. They was more afraid of that. And Harriet Tubman was trying to get them to escape. They scared to get in the water and run away. He said, when I get in the water, I'll die.
Well, some of them had to go to the walls and the swamps and shit.
Yeah.
And alligators was catching them.
Shit. He was already dead.
Yeah, man. So we just, god damn.
They
King
felt
Solomon
more
said
safe.
it best. He said, better is the end of the thing than the beginning. You know, so what the man, look. Anyways, with that, Lord willing, next week, Shalom out there. Have a good Passover. All you Akim out there, Shalom.